It's your boy Marty Cuts. We back again with another video. It's been a minute since I dropped the video. So we're gonna do a low fade on my client, or he's one of the homies, but we're gonna do a low fade. So we're gonna start with the trimmer. Set that guideline low. Just go right above the ear and just clean it up with the trimmer. And remember, every guideline that you do, you want to keep it neat, so you want to clean it up as good as possible. So go in there, take out all the hair out of the way. Just cleaner guidelines will just make everything, make the haircut just go smoother. It helps you just stay patient with it, and then you don't start freaking out when it's like not looking neat. So you want to have everything looking neat and organized. So then we're gonna go in with the shaver. There you go, with the Babyliss shaver. So just go in there. And you don't necessarily want to go up all the way to the guideline with the trimmer. You want to just kind of shave. And then as you get closer to that guideline to the trimmer, you want to just start flicking it a little bit. If the hair is like really thick and it starts leaving like a guideline or something like that, then you want to hit it with the grain. So now I bring my Gamma shaver, the smaller one, just to go behind the ear. That way it makes it a little easier to shave. And now we're gonna start with our first guideline. So I'm gonna go with the lever open. So boom. And it's like finger length, you want to keep the guidelines, not too stretched out, but just like the perfect length. That way the blend just looks consistent all throughout. So going in, I'm flicking out. And then I'm gonna go lever halfway open. So that's lever halfway open right there. And I'm flicking like halfway. I'm going up halfway into the guideline and I'm flicking out. Boom, boom, boom. And then don't worry if it's, so now I'm going to close it all the way and I'm going to hit that most bottom line. So don't worry if everything is not turning out as neat right out the bat, because we will go back and detail it. So this is just kind of, we're setting the foundation right now. And then we'll go back. So right there, you see I'm hitting it with the trimmer. So after I hit it with the closed, I hit it with the trimmer just to get that most bottom guideline all the way down. So now I'm going in with the half, the 0.5, and I'm using wall guards. So I'm going in with the 0.5 and I'm just, setting my next guideline. And I'm just flicking up into that guideline. There you go. Finger length. Then I'm go halfway. There you go. As you see, I put it halfway and I'm just flicking into that guideline. Same thing, going up halfway into the guideline, just flicking up. And then I'm going to close it all the way. So there you go. That's all the way closed. And I'm hitting that guideline in between the open and the 0.5. So that's going to blend it up. So I'm just right there hitting it with it closed. And now I'm getting ready to put my next guard, And guys, this is not gonna come, just super easy. You gotta put the time and you gotta practice it. It's not just gonna be, oh, well, let me just try and it's gonna happen. You gotta get used to being able to flick. So this is the 1.5, and now I'm using my wall seniors. So I'm using the 0.5. And with this one, what I'm going to do is now I'm going halfway on my wall seniors and I'm flicking right into that guideline. There you go. So just to soften up that guideline in between the 0.5 and the 1.5. So I'm going halfway just to soften it up. And then instead of closing that 1.5, I'm just going to go ahead and get my number one open and flick into that. There you go. Because basically it's a numbers game. So what's in between the 0.5 and the 1.5, it's a number one. So in order to get that line erased, we're just going to throw a number one and play with the lever. If you see how there's still that little line there, so now I'm going to put my 0.5 and I'm just going to flick into it with my corners. So I'm just flicking into it just so it can soften it up. And that's going to happen most of the time. Depending on the hair, once you get used to your client, you're going to figure out some people don't need this extra step, but some people do. So I'm going in and just flicking it. So this is the part where I'm talking about is more like just cleaning it up, going back and cleaning up the fade. So boom. And now you see how there's that bulk all the way up there? Usually I would go with the clip over comb, but this time because I know my client usually the clip over comb won't get rid of that line, I'm going to put my number two and I'm going to flick into it. So notice how I'm just flicking into it. I'm not creating another guideline. I'm trying to have it so that it blends up to the top of the hair. And we're over there laughing. We're watching the World Cup game. At the time, it was Morocco and France, and I believe France was up 1-0. But then they ended up winning 2-0, so it's pretty good. So I'm excited to see the final. But now we proceed with the number 2, and I'm just flicking up. You know, just trying to make it so that it blends up to the top. There you go. You see me just kind of flicking. And I'm gonna play with the lever a little bit too. Sometimes I'll play with the lever just to see if I can get any little hairs. And then boom, I'm gonna put my guards down, and now we're going just straight with we're gonna do clip over comb. So, oh no, I guess I go back with my 1.5 and cleaning up right below that number 2. There we go. Yeah, we're just cleaning up right below it, you know, trying to get any little darknesses in between that 1.5 and the bulk up top. So now we're going in. And these steps, I promise you guys, they're very, the ones where I go back and I clean up right before moving on, those are very crucial. Because sometimes just flicking in again, just flicking into the hair using that same guideline below and stay right below that guideline will make a big difference. You know, it will really take those little those little darknesses away. So now I'm going in my clip over comb, and then I have my lever open. So lever open when you're doing clip over comb is basically gonna be like a number 2. So I already use the number 2 flicking out. So I'm just going in there and I'm just kind of cleaning it up. That way it just get any extra bulk up there. That way it doesn't look too bulky. You know, you want the fade to still look clean and nice and neat. Just in case because usually all he does his hair, he naturally just lets it fall to the side. Or sometimes he'll slick it back. So I'm just kind of cleaning it, leaving it neat just in case the hair goes up or he does style it and he slicks it back. It looks really nice. So now there I'm going in with my comb and I'm flaring it out and I'm just running my clipper up. So I'm not using it across like clip over comb, but I'm just running it up and I'm just kind of flicking into any darknesses that I see. That way I could get those out too. So there you go. That's basically the fade. I believe I'm still gonna go back and touch it up a bit. So now I'm going straight to the C cup. You know, I waste no time. So I set my foundation, I clean up, and then I'm keep it moving. I'll clean it up after once I'm done. Once I do everything, then it gives me time to go back and clean up. So right now I'm doing the C cup. You know, trying to keep it as natural as possible, but making it look real nice. And believe me, that C cup will make the fade pop out so much. It really makes a difference. And also when you line them up, he doesn't get the line up in the front, but I do the C cup. When you do the C cup, it really makes little imperfections in the fade pop out too. You're gonna look back and you're gonna be like, okay, that line will make little lines just kind of like flare out to your eye, and it will catch your attention. Now you go back and clean that up. So there we go. So that's the fade right there. Let's see what I'm gonna do next, because I'm just doing this voiceover off the fly. I didn't even look at the video, so boom. There you guys can see the fade. I'm still gonna do the other side. I'm gonna do the back because I only did one side. So boom, that's the finishing touch. After detailing it, I did the hair, I slicked it back. You know, it looks real nice. That's it. It's your boy Marty Cuts.